In this video, we're going to take a look at how we can use searches inside of Unity to speed up our game design. Now I'm using a scene from my Create an RPG game course to do this because it's got a lot of items and a lot in the hierarchy. In the project tab, the first thing I can see is a little search parameter that will show me search by type. So for example, if I just want to search just for prefabs and click this, and it's now going to show me all of my prefabs. First of all, we have search. We can choose all. So this will show us absolutely everything. We can search just in our packages. Obviously there's no prefabs in the packages. In the full assets folder, or just the folder that we currently have selected, which is main prefabs. It's using the search term type of prefab. At any point we can click X in order to get back to where we were. And there are quite a wide variety of items that we can search for. Now if we want even more control over what we're finding, we can use the labels. Some items, particularly if you're downloading them from the asset store, may already come with a bunch of pre-made labels anyway, and this just aids the searching process, makes it easier for you to find those items. If, for example, I click on something like grass, I might want to give this a new label. So I'll just resize this so that you can see it. So as I click on this, I get a little drop down. It's got a bunch of labels already that I could use, or I could just type my own. Anything you type will then get set as a label. This one already exists, so I'll give it a label of nature. Now that I have my labels, I can now click on this, type what I want, and it will now basically display all items that have been labeled as nature, and I have a few of those. There's my grass, and this can make it so much quicker when, for example, I'm laying out a scene and I only want to lay out nature items. I'm only interested in rocks, grass, these mushrooms, for example. It just helps me to actually search, so I'm not forever having to click through different folders looking for items. We could also, for example, open multiple tabs of the same type. In this case, multiple project tabs. That's just simply clicking on these dots, choosing add a tab, and add whichever tab you want. Okay, you can have multiple tabs. Any of these can be locked so that you can't then click out of it, or unlocked. This one, for example, is showing weapons. Now I have 3 folders, but I only want to find the prefabs in this. Okay, very easy. So I can search by type, prefabs, only in the weapons folder, and now I've got everything displayed there. Now that's great for working in the project. What if we want to search something in the hierarchy? Okay, we do have a little breakout there, which is open in search. The shortcut for that is Control and K. And by the way, if you want to know all of the shortcuts, you can go to Edit, Shortcuts. This is going to open this window and show you every shortcut for everything. You can also rebind some of these shortcuts if you want. Okay, so if I click on this, it may take it a little bit of time for it to actually build up the list, the search terms, but once it's done that, this makes it so much quicker. Notice that I can search anywhere. I can search in the project, which is down here, in the hierarchy over here. I can search in any of the menus, settings, files, etc. Now what we want to do is click this toggle query builder mode, F1, okay, so that you get this little plus come up. From here I can now search choose where I want to search, in this case in the hierarchy. I can then choose what do I want to search by. So let's say that I want to search by some of the main tags that I'm using on the items. Only the crates. Okay, there we go. It's now going to show me any of the crates that are in the game. I can see every one of them. And I can simply click on this and it's going to take me to it in the hierarchy. Okay, in fact, I could actually just select all of them and it's now going to display every crate that's in my hierarchy. Change our search terms if we want, or get rid of the search term entirely just by pressing X there. Let's say, for example, once again, I want to go into the hierarchy. This time, let's say I want to see if there are any missing scripts. This may be important if you're getting a red error in the console and it's saying certain items are missing scripts. You can actually do a search there. Luckily, I've not got any items that are missing scripts, but that can be a useful way of actually finding those. What if, for example, I want to check any prefabs that have been altered? Okay, luckily there's no prefabs that have been altered. I basically want to make sure that if I have made any changes to any prefabs, that I'm assigning that back to the prefabs in the menu. That's a quick way in which you could do that. What if, for example, I want to search the hierarchy and I want to find a specific component on this hierarchy? Let's say I want to find everything that has a message script. Okay, now unfortunately there is no results in the project. However, in the hierarchy there are two items, Q1, Q2. So that's a really quick way that I can actually find something like a script or a component. A different way to actually find a script, if I'm in the scripts folder, let's say I want to find everything that has a chest script, I can right click on this and I can choose Find References in Scene. And that should then highlight all items that contain this script so that I can then go through those. And it just makes level design, finding items, modifying items, and that kind of thing so much quicker and so much easier. Hopefully this has been useful, and hopefully it speeds up your process of level design. Thanks for watching.